the gentleman thing was good when the girls were worthy of it, but now I mean, they weren't worthy of it in 2006, and they're definitely not worthy of it now. Look at this. Let me give you a live example of how like insufferable these girls are. Look at this. Look at this girl. I'm texting this chick right now. This girl was supposed to meet me, and we're on Seeking, right? And she says, "Hi, are you Seeking Ranger?" I said, "You're the girl I canceled for our meeting for Okinawa. Rude. Ready to make it up to me? You seem like a quack. I already know this is going nowhere. I wouldn't expect a poverty-stricken dummy like you to understand my levels of genius. I'm just talking for the fun of it to see how long she goes." I said, "Your website doesn't even work, you loser. LMAO. How are you so arrogant and you literally have nothing to show for it? Huh?" Then she says, I said, you can start by apologizing for canceling. And she says, "You can suck my dick." Then we can continue, or you can keep selling your body online and I'll laugh at you in public when I meet you. Ha 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 ha. I can sell my body because I have a good one. Fat, bald, and 30. Rough man. Keep typing. I'm live streaming this on YouTube right now. Thanks for the content, you idiot. Oh my God, bro. Look at this girl. Justifying her of herself. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. There's a ton of filters on her face here. Them small in the high courts of the hot dude army, small are crime. Okay, LMAO. Say hi to everyone. Now is a good time to apologize. The world is watching. You be insufferable. She unmatched me. Nothing. It's so funny. This girl is cute. Well, take that back. Yikes. Listen, let me just drop a quick red pill for you guys, okay? You see how you guys are like, oh, she's hot, bro. Okay, if she's so hot, right? Why is she selling herself on Seeking Arrangement and also on Bumble? Huh? If she's so fantastic, why is she auctioning herself off to the highest bidder? Think about it. Like, I just showed you a real life example of that chick that I'm dealing with right there. That girl thinks just by being hot, right? And is she an attractive girl? For sure, for sure. But like, there are attractive girls everywhere. And guess what? High value guys would not tolerate that. I could easily simp down and be like, oh, you know, I'm sorry, just joking, blah, blah, blah. But I wanted to make an example of it for you guys here on the stream because, I mean, think about it. And her real colors came out there, right? She couldn't handle the rejection. She couldn't handle the criticizing of her laughably intolerable personality. And what did she go? She said, what did she say? You're fat, you're bald, and 30. Like, first of all, let's talk about being 30. I'm not a woman. I'm a man. My value is not directly connected to my age in regards to a marketplace. And you can say whatever you want, but guys like younger girls, and there's nothing you can do to say about that. Number two, immediately goes for the physical appearance. Like, dude, if she knew anything about game, which she clearly doesn't, right? She would know that girls typically, I mean, our physical looks important, absolutely, but she's like a female black pillar. She thinks that looks are as important for men as it is for women. Looks are everything when you're a woman. 90% of it to get you through the door. And then your personality and what you bring to the table besides your cheese covered roast beef #2 sandwich. That's you know, there if you're gonna keep a guy that's high value, just doesn't do it. Any guy who's a high value guy will tell you, like, you know, it's like me getting is like me drinking this water, right? It's that easy. But to find a high value girl that has like who's quality, who sees your vision, understands your vision, wants to help you build, wants to be part of it, wants to be an asset to your life, not a liability. What kind of you know, value do you think that kind of girl brings to the table, right? What kind of value do you think that she brings to the table at all? I mean, obviously nothing, because then when I made fun of her for selling her body on Seeking Arrangement, what did she say? Well, at least my body's like hot enough, so that's why I can sell it. And I'm just like,
what you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
That's the same girl, like in 5 years, she's like, all men are trash and blah, blah, blah. I can tell you about that girl. She's from Portland, Oregon. Guarantee you she hates Trump. Guarantee you she's all about Black Lives Matter. I mean, she's such a train wreck. Her website is not even up. It's just like, she is 1000% streetwalker, irrefutably confirmed. I was perusing through Seeking Arrangement right now, and I think she deleted her account or she blocked me. She probably scurried over there real quick. I was gonna show you her account. Her first picture is her bending over, showing her, and oh Lord. And this is why I'm telling you guys early, like when I went on that stream with Avi Kingdom and that idiot, that guy Alex or whatever, playing with fire. He was like, "Oh, I just want hot girls." Like, I found out about this guy, right? This drives Uber on the side, and his parents give him the rest of the money that he earns. So hilarious. And that's the that's like the low tier kind of guy. That's like, "Oh, I just want hot girls." Like, there's levels to this game, gents, and of course, being physically attractive is definitely going to up the, you know, the initial levels of attraction. But if you have your together and you have game and you're a naturally dominant kind of guy, your looks ain't that important, man. They really aren't. I mean, I'm not saying to forsake your looks, but the threshold is relatively low. Thank you, babe. Is relatively low compared to a guy that doesn't have game but has like his looks and his money and whatever sorted out. Game is king. It is absolutely king. You have to realize when you're dealing with girls, from sourcing them from online dating, you have to realize that these girls are the lowest of the low in the context of being quality. As a man, I always tell this to you guys, right? Think about how easy it is to catch you as a man. Be pleasant on the date. Have some manners. Just like appreciate me as I equally am appreciating you on the date. And don't be so insufferable. And maybe maybe cook me a sandwich sometime, because that's what's been happening since the dawn of civilization. Women have been cooking and taking care of for men. Think how low the bar is, really, to catch us. And they can't even do that. Think how easy it is to keep you as a guy, right? Just do some laundry around the house, wash the dishes, cook me a meal or two. Miss MLD, she just cut me up some honeydew. She gave it to me. She knows I'm going to be streaming here for a while. She knows that I'm working my ass off for my private business. You know, she's not in here like, "Why don't you pay attention to me?" Right? So they don't understand the simple, like, think how easy it is to catch us, right? And so that's the first things first. So if they have to get, to get downgraded to having to source a man from online dating, guys, majority of guys who look at girls from online dating, like, okay, she is 100% streetwalker, infinitely confirmed, right? So then the next thing is this. What Patrice is saying right now about women wanting a guy to lead them, most girls in their hearts, they feel this. They feel that they want a guy to lead them. But they've been so heavily indoctrinated. This is girls in the West who went to colleges, right? They've been so heavily indoctrinated to think like, oh, if you serve a man, it's actually oppression. And if you give in to that feminine instinct, then you are 1000% betraying your feminist sister and the patriarchy and blah blah blah. So go instead of being with a guy, being in love, taking care of a guy, supporting him and building up something together, helping him build up his dream. What we need you to do is we need you to get about $100,000 in student loans debt, and then get your degree in liberal arts, and then you're going to go work for this big corporation. You're going to make about $40,000 a year after working for 3 years, and you have to work 50 hours a week minimum. And we can fire you at any time just based off of some Excel spreadsheet that show you're no longer valuable to the company. And the modern girl is so stupid she fell for it. Girls have gotten way more brave right now, What if that skinny little twig, right? Because she told me I seem like I'm crazy, right? What if I'm out at One Oak or one of my clubs, whatever? If I see her at One Oak, I'm going to tell the security guards to throw her out for sure because I've got pulled there. But like, what would she do if I just decided, yeah, I just like when I see this girl, I just want to go full Negan on her and like hit her with a baseball bat. Like they're delusional here, and that's why it's gotten to the point where you're seeing like all these and Black Lives Matter protesting thing going on, and there are women there thinking, because they've lived in this huge social media delusion bubble, they think like, oh, I can go toe to toe with a man. Like, remember that girl that went for like, she had like the long dreadlocks, and she like went to some rally and tried to fight some guy, and the guy just knocked her out. A lot of these girls, like they're like assaulting police officers now, and then the police slammed them on the floor, maced them, handcuffed them. Like, oh, how can you do this? I'm a woman. It's just like you can watch these riots and everything that's going on right now, and you could understand textbook female manipulation occurring live in 2020. If you're gonna swing on me, man or woman, I am going to hit you back. And if you're a guy and I knock you out and I decide to mount you and follow up with some elbows or something on the floor, you're not going to sit there and be like, oh, but I'm a good person or blah, blah, blah. Or I'm a woman. You shouldn't do this. No, you hit me. You started this. I'm going to finish it. But that's there's like, I guess, what is it called? Cognitive dissonance. There's something else up here than they actually are out in the real world. It is truly, truly a sight to be seen. And it's only happening in America and not as much as in these other Western countries. But I see these girls like trying to, like, some girls think they can square up with a guy. And I'm just like, go square up with him. Give it a go. I am going to just, does anybody have any popcorn so I can enjoy watching this girl get taken to the cleaners? You want to find a girl whose default response to things is like laughter and happiness, right? A girl that just has like a kind of jovial energy about her. That's the kind of woman you keep around to help you build up your life. If you decide to keep that, or if you just want to pump and dump till the end of the days, I mean, that's good for you too. But this is a girl that's feminine. How many of you guys out there have decided in your heart, because we're men, we're good people, that like, okay, I'm going to sacrifice my happiness and put this woman's happiness before me? And how many times did that work out for you in a positive manner? Versus when you decide to say, this girl, my happiness is my choice and I come first.